Hey guys, Akil Stokes here, and I want to show you some quick footage of some analysis that we did in the live trading room today. Now, if you're a trader out there that feels lonely, like you're by yourself, or you're having psychological issues because there's no support group for you, I recommend checking out the live trading room. We have a great community of traders, both experienced and new, and it's a good mix. There's some very good advice there, and we have some pretty decent discussions. We have a London live room hosted by Jason Greystone and a New York live room hosted by myself. And if you'd like, we offer a free 1-week trial. So check out this video footage, and hopefully, if you have the time, I'll see you in the live room one of these days. No. No. Does that make sense to everyone about why we're in a bearish rotation, why it's not a trend anymore? Before we move on. Yes. Okay. Yeah. So we have no idea what the market's doing. We're consolidating on our higher time frame. We're consolidating on this lower time frame, the 240 chart, right? What is the market doing? So here's what I would wait for. Here would be the two trading opportunities. Here are the two levels that I care about. I don't really care about anything that happens in between here because I don't have a story. I don't have a reason to get long, or I don't have a reason to think that the market's going to continue bullish. I don't have a reason to think that the market's going to continue bearish. So the two levels I care about are this, right? Previous structure resistance and previous structure support, right? Why? Because these are going to become my decision points, right? I know that if this level is broken and closed below, then I can shift my thought process on what I think price action is going to do. If this level was broken and closed above, then I can shift my thought process on what I think price is likely to do. And to make it simpler, right, I know that these are also levels where if price action gets rejected, if price action fails to break and close above those levels, there could be some structure-based trading opportunities. Does that make sense? Everything in between, I don't really care about. I filter that out. I don't, is there a way to trade it? Yes, sure, of course. Is there a way for me to trade it? No. Is there a way and desire for me to trade it, I should say? No. So right now, all I'm doing is waiting for a move to one of these extremes, either a retest of previous structure highs, previous resistance up at that DSR zone, or a retest of previous structure support down here around 123.50s. Now, as some of you will notice, right, you're probably saying, well, consolidation breeds advanced patterns. Are there advanced pattern formations in here? Yes. Do advanced pattern formations need to be with the underlying trend? Or do we need trend confirmation to trade advanced pattern formations? We don't. I don't. Again, gotta be careful. Some people do. We have a student right now who's testing, what is she testing? She's testing cipher formations, counter trend, and trend continuation. So I think she's looking for specific requirements on when to trade the cipher, something like that. So you can certainly use them only in certain situations. But for me, they're a strategy on its own. So I don't really care if they're in line with the market or not, because most of the time they form during consolidation. So two things I would look for here. One, if you're looking to get short at resistance, right? Let's go back to our good old friend. The first way I started trading once I got educated with trading power. The ABCD pattern. Did you guys know that? This was the first, well, aside from like a mechanical strategy, the first thing that I tried. Actually, I think it was the first thing I tried after I came through my training course. You guys want to know why? You want to know why the ABCD pattern was the first thing I tried to trade? Yeah, because all I had to do was draw one line in and hit the copy and paste button. It was easy. It was a keel. Look, you measure out one move. I can do that. You copy and paste it, attach it to another move, right? That gives you an A. That gives you an A. There we go. It gives you a B. Gives you a C. And that gives you a D, right? And all I have to do is copy and paste it and put a limit order at the D leg, right? Just do something like this. Boom. Where's my my deal here? Oh, already got orders on, but let's do this. Boom. Sell it. It's easy. Put stops up here somewhere. Man, Isn't trading so simple? How do you think that went for me? How do you think that ended up? Yeah, pretty bad. Yeah, really bad. I'll tell you what, I learned a very valuable lesson. I learned that it is unwise to simply trade ABCD patterns or one-to-one measure moves by themselves. So I learned I paid good money for that training course. That's what I call it now. Whenever I had something that lost me money, I call it a training course. It makes me feel better. Instead of just being like, Akil, you were a loser, right? It's like, no, I wasn't a loser. I was paying for my education, right? I was paying for my education. Just instead of me paying to be coached, I was paying the markets to teach me lessons. And the market's a very mean coach. So I learned the hard way. This is not a smart way to trade. However, it can be very powerful when you add it to different tools, just not by itself. So I always advise not trading ABCD patterns by themselves. Use them as a clue, add the clues together, and find the best situations. Now you're judging me, aren't you? You're judging me. I thought this guy was a good trader. Hey, we all started somewhere. I didn't just start off good. I was really bad. Really bad. Really bad. Gosh. All right, stop feeling bad about myself. But you have that option. So if you're a trader looking for an opportunity at the previous level of resistance, then you can start looking to build a case for entry in that DSR zone. I think Max talked earlier about CTS, combined technical score trading. You can start building your score right here. You got ABCD pattern, add your points up for that. You've got structure, obviously, because you're in your DSR level. You got points for that. You can start adding up and kind of using your imagination. Okay, well, if price action gets up there, then what do I need the RSI to do? If price action gets up there, then what do I need price action to do? Do I need a lower low, lower close? Do I need a pin bar, a doji, a double bottom, or double top? Start going through your process of trading and asking yourself, what do I need up there? What do I need to occur in that level for me to execute the trade? And that way, we never know if price is going to get there, but if it does, then you're already prepared on how to attack it. And that's the key of trading. I was telling someone the other day, I was like, trading is about making predictions, right? Would you guys agree? I forgot who I was talking to, probably some YouTube commenter. But trading is about making predictions, right? Educated guesses in the market. And the guy, he was like, no, kid, that's why you're a bad trader. It's not about making predictions. How can you predict the markets? You have to know. I'm like, well, you never know. Until after. In back testing, when you're scrolling through data and you be like, oh, oops, you see what happens. But we never know in real life. We never know what the market's going to do. So it's all about making educated predictions and putting ourselves in a position where we have a consistent edge. The guy didn't understand that. He was trying to make the point that, you can't tell anything about a chart by technical analysis. And I was like, technical analysis tells me everything I need to know. He's like, but it doesn't tell you about who's involved in the market right now. I'm like, that doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're not looking at a level 2 indicator or anything like that. We're not looking for volume for specific buyers and sellers at certain points. No. I can tell that right here, right? There was selling pressure previously, right? You know how I can tell that? Because there's a big red freaking candle going down. That's how I can tell that. Now, what does this tell me about the future? Does this tell me that price action will reverse there? No, it doesn't. But does it tell me that that's a level that I should pay attention to? Yes. Yes. Yeah. I don't. Yeah. It was a weird conversation. I talked to this trader before, and he goes off like, we want to be the casino. Again, I haven't read that book, but it's called Trade. I think it's called Trade Like the Casino, or Trade Like a Casino. I heard it's a pretty decent book, so it may be worth checking out. There's also a good reference in the New Market Wizards, where there was a former blackjack player, a former card counter turned trader, and made a great comparison between counting cards at the blackjack table and Forex trading. All right, so Potential selling opportunity up here. If you're looking for a potential buying opportunity down here at our lower level, right? We're going to leave these letters up. We can flip it around a little bit. We're going to have an advanced pattern formation, right? Let's just move our A to here. Let's move our B down there. Let's move our C up here. Let's grab that little D thing and put it down there. And you're going to see that we're going to have a potential bullish bat formation. Now check your data. Make sure you don't hit the 618. If you do hit the 618, that's going to change the pattern formation. That's going to make it into a potential Gartley instead. But we have an X to A to B, B to C. We would have a D completion right down here at about 123.71s, right? Look left, structure leaves clues for a potential bat formation. So that would be a buying opportunity. So selling opportunity above, buying opportunity below. We've bracketed the markets. We've got something, no matter if the markets go up or down. Now our job is to do what? What is our only job to do? We wait. And then we execute. You're right, Lisa. We execute eventually. Yeah, but we wait. Now we wait. We wait to see what price action does. Maybe it gives us an opportunity. Maybe it doesn't. All right, I hope you guys enjoyed that. And once again, there's a link below this video if you'd like to join us in the live room. Again, it's a great community, very experienced traders that are here to help the newer traders. And for a newer trader, if you're looking for support, if you're looking for something to help stop you from making those psychological errors that you often make when it's just you and your computer, check it out. We have a blast for 3 hours a day. I know it makes my trading a lot more fun, and the room seems to enjoy it too. So sign up for a live room, either the London session or the New York session, and I'll see you there.